Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to check out some Sonic 3 action figures. These are super awesome, and so far these are my favorite figures from the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 lineup. We have three 5-inch figures and they're all of Super Sonic and Super Shadow. So these are super awesome. Let's move this aside and we'll check out the box first on this one. So again, we have the two light up figures and we have some really cool designs on this box with Shadow in the background, Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic. And I think this is so awesome on the side of the box where we have Shadow. It just looks super cool. And checking out the back of the box, Super Shadow looks awesome. Kind of has that flash look to it, looks really cool. And then Super Sonic over here. Definitely my two favorite figures so far, and I like that they light up also. It looks like we can pull this tab. That'll get our figures to light up. So that way we can do the try me mode. So yeah, they really light up well, but we'll save the light up feature for when we're actually reviewing them. And in the background you can see Super Sonic and Super Shadow in the background. Just an awesome box, that's so cool. Okay, we'll set this aside and check out Super Sonic. So this figure is very similar to the others. The only difference, or the big difference is that it doesn't light up. So if you want a version that doesn't light up, that's this one. It's nice to have both of them. I think that's really neat to have both. And there's some other figures within this 5-inch collection or set that we can collect. Alright, let's open these up and check them out. Here's a look at the figures out of the package, and I included a regular, well, it's a light up regular Shadow and a regular light up Sonic. We'll check those out later, but I do want to focus on these three new figures. All 5 of these figures are 5-inch figures, and this is the light up Super Shadow figure. And I've already said this is awesome. So I'll try not to keep on saying it, but it really is. It's so neat. I really like these. And it's a little bit lighter shade of yellow than the regular Super Sonic. And we can press right here and that'll get the lights activated, so Super Shadow's head will light up. And you can see the red on here, and I think that looks really neat, goes really well with the figure. And we can tell it's Super Shadow by all of the red streaks, but also the wristbands and the shoes are different than Sonic's or Super Sonic's. So overall, just a really neat figure, tons of articulation, so we can get all these figures into some really cool action poses, like this running pose, and we can get his hand or arms up, and we can make his hand into a fist or open hand. I think that's really neat too, all the extra detail that's added into this. And we'll see if he stands, and they do actually stand in their poses. We just have to have their feet positioned correctly, and there we go. So this one's standing in that really cool action pose. And we'll move right down the row and check out Super Sonic now. Now we'll show these with the lights out in a little bit too. They look really neat with the lights out. But you can still see how, you know, the light up feature there, and the eyes start to light up too, which is neat. So it's just a simple press right here and it does that, and it lasts maybe 30 seconds or so. Just like Super Shadow, Super Sonic's hands, we can make them into a fist, or we can have a closed hand or an open hand. We can do that on both sides. Tons of articulation again, just like the other figures. And there goes Super Shadow, he just tipped over. There's like we can get him like in a flying kick mode too, like a jump side kick. That's really cool. I just thought of that jump side kick. That's cool. So again, there is Supersonic. We'll see how long this one stands, and we'll get this figure standing again. And here's the non-light up version, still really neat. I like to have both of them. So it's very similar. Looks like shoes the same. You can open and close the hands, same articulation. So really all it's missing, let's see if the face looks the same too. So really all this one is missing is the light up feature. So we just can't get it to light up, but it does have that solid head sculpt and look to it. So I really wanted to have both options, and we got both of those. So now we have the Supersonic without the light up, Shadow and Sonic without the light up feature. We also have these two light up feature figures also. Same articulation. Everything is really similar except the color of the figures, and the light up looks similar. It's harder to tell the light up on this one as much as opposed to like Sonic really lights up well, and especially these super figures, the Supersonic and Super Shadow figures. So there they are, and let's go check these out with the lights out and see how awesome they are when they light up. There it is, Supersonic lighting up. How cool is that? Next up we have Super Shadow. This one really lights up well. And our other two figures, this is Shadow. I'll set Shadow down. And here's Sonic, and Sonic really lights up well too. Here's another look at all these figures together, and I have them in action poses. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.